Haiku Deck is a mobile application which allows you to create presentations and carry them with you. I'm going to allow Haiku Deck to explain itself for a moment, and then I'll be back. So, what is Haiku Deck? Here are some of the basics. You can actually see which slides you have at the bottom. You can also create a new deck by simply pressing the plus symbol. If you swipe, it'll take you to your next slide. So, let's look at some more. In order to actually edit, all you have to do is tap the screen, and then you can edit the text. If you look over on the left side, you see TT for text. The next icon is image. Then you have layout and notes. You also have some preset themes that you can choose from, or you can simply create your own presentation. Once you tap the screen, the keyboard shows up, and then you simply type in whatever information you want to be displayed on the slide. If you'll notice, there's a text background, and currently it's set to on, which is why you have this shadow in the background of the text. You can turn off the shadow feature by simply turning the text background off, and as you notice in this text, there's no longer the shadowed out box in the background. You also can change the color of the text. You can change it either to white or black. You can also select your formats for your text boxes. So you can choose bullets or numbers. And then this final one down here just will block everything in the exact same way without giving you bullets or numbers. Once you've selected your text, you then choose your images. So the way you select your images, you just tap on the image button, and then this screen comes up. There's an image search, or if you found pictures before that you actually like, you can save them into favorites. It'll also give you your search history. If you've been working, it'll pull that up. Or you can import your own pictures. The way it actually does the image search is it just takes the words that you have actually typed in on the screen, and then it'll ask you which describes your ideal image, and then you can click on that word and it'll automatically generate images based on the word. So here I've typed in, tap the image icon, choose your image. No idea what you want, just type a word and images matching it will come up. So words that came up were image. Once I clicked on that, I said I felt like an image picture. And then it gives you even more words to choose from just in case you're not seeing what you want. I selected the camera lens. So once you've added your text and your image, you can then change the layout. So if you don't like what you have, you just click the green change layout button and you can change your layout. There are not a lot of changes or a lot of layout options, but here are a few. And once you click on it, it'll just immediately change whatever text you have there. The final icon is an add notes icon. which allows you to actually add either public notes or private notes. If you add in public notes, they will you can add in resources and details that the public can see, and it'll actually be published along with your deck, because you can actually upload your haiku deck and publish it on the web. If you choose the option of private notes, your private notes will simply be there for you, and so whenever you are using your iPad, then you can actually see your notes as you're playing the slideshow. Once you've created your haiku deck, you can then name it and then publish it. And you get to select under which category you want to publish, public, private, or restricted. You also will select kind of what it will refer to, and then just click the publish button and it'll load online. So you can either pull it up on your iPad, or you can go to haikudeck.com and pull it up. So this was the first screen that we created, which is the text screen. Using the word text, I was able to find this image. And this is what the actual presentation will look like out of edit mode. So what are the classroom implications? Well, it definitely allows students to create. And what they get to do is create visually stimulating presentations. There are a plethora of images for them to choose from, and if there's nothing there that they like, or if they've created their own, they can always import those as well. It's extremely quick and easy. So if you give your students a project, regardless of the content area, they should be able to quickly and effortlessly create a presentation, which they can either share online or within the class. It is an excellent form of communication in presenting and sharing of thoughts, ideas, and perspectives. Students get an opportunity to use their critical thinking skills when trying to actually come up with their formats, their layouts, as well as which images to complement whatever text or topics that they are discussing. I actually use this feature with my students when I actually have them create a Math in Your World project. And what they do is they find images to go along with some of the vocabulary, so that they can make connections between the vocabulary in mathematics and the vocabulary in the real world. And there are tons and tons and tons of opportunities for collaboration, either with the building of the actual haiku deck, or with individual discussions and group collaborations and critiques on one another's work. Once you've completed your haiku deck, another feature of the app is it actually allows you to use your iPhone as a remote. So you can control your presentation with your iPhone. You would have to have Haiku Deck downloaded on both your iPhone or an iPod Touch, as well as on your iPad. And you would sign in to your Haiku Deck app on both devices using your same account credentials. Your Haiku Deck has to be published, but once it's been published, you just sync it up to both, and then you just point your iPhone or iPod Touch. Make sure they're connected and synced up, and you can control your presentation with your iPhone.